welcome back to the hottest marriage show in our house. It's I, John D.N., a.k.a. In Too Much Podcast, rescripting the culture one conversation at a time.
We are.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. You look really nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Self-esteem now. It'd be up and down. But thank you.
Just for the record, she always looks nice, but I can't change her self-esteem, right? She has to change that herself.
Yeah, I'm on a struggle bus with that right now, but you know.
What do you mean, struggle bus on what?
On my self-esteem.
Why?
I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the way that I look. It's really, really impacting me. Like, I'm becoming more and more aware of how I've continued to just kind of let myself go on and on. Okay, so when we had Dallas, I nursed Dallas for a year. And you can eat whatever you wanted when you were nursing, because them daggum calories was flying, right? And then when after that year, I was like 145 pounds maybe. And I never changed anything about the way that I approached food after that. I had like 2 years of my year of being pregnant and then my year of nursing where I was just eating whatever. And I never really got off of that train. And that was I was 28. So in my 30s, you don't really think about anything in your 30s about gaining weight. It's like fluctuating, a couple pounds here, a couple pounds here. But over time, a couple pounds every year, after like 15, 16 years, it creeps up on you and you don't even realize it. And lately I have been looking at videos and pictures of myself and I don't recognize myself. And so realizing that, and recently, and when I say recently, I'm saying the last 6 months, taking my locks out has changed a lot. I think it was too much change overall for me. Hair does a lot for women. And y'all can argue with me if you want to, but hair does a lot for a woman. Like, if my hair isn't done, even wearing the outfit, it makes me feel like my clothes are elevated 90 times more if my hair is in a way that I really, really like. And having had my locks for almost 10 years, taking them out changed my look completely. And it made me feel naked almost. And then us moving from audio to video and then seeing clips of it, I'm like, who is that person? I don't even know who I am half the time. When I see stuff, I'm like, I can't possibly look like that when I'm out in public. But I realized, yeah, I do. And it's not really somebody, like, I want to see the person that I remember. The one that's in my head is me, like, in my early 30s when I was like, I had day in Dallas doing everything under the sun. We were moving around, having a good time, taking pictures, videos. It was like young motherhood, and I was moving and shaking. And now I'm not moving and shaking anymore. I'm jiggling when I'm moving, but I ain't moving.
So crazy.
I know. So I struggle with that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And when COVID came on, I remember when COVID came on and we realized that we weren't going to be gone just for a few weeks. And I had gone and bought like joggers and these maxi dresses, and that's all I wore. I wore stuff that did not have like a restricted waistband, none of that stuff. And as time went on, I didn't even realize that I was just getting bigger and bigger. I didn't realize that I really wasn't caring about how I looked anymore. Because it used to be like, nobody sees you. And once they stop at work, once they started saying, you don't have to be on camera all the time, that causes even more stress. We care about your mental health. You can turn your camera. Hey, that little profile pic does wonders for me because it looks like who I used to look like. So even when I'm on Teams, I look like how I used to look. But recently, I've gone to a couple of events for work, and people, not dramatically, but people, I can tell that I look different than when we left out of that office. 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 4 years ago. And so, I don't know, I'm at a point where I'm at the age where my body doesn't really respond to the quick jump back that you think you remember having when you're younger. And so, long story long, yeah, it's a work in progress.
What are you doing differently that you weren't doing before?
Well, for immediate satisfaction, like I'm actually caring about myself. And that's different because I used to do my own hair. When my hair was in locks, I used to do my own hair. And if I didn't feel like doing it, I did have somebody that I found to do my hair, but I didn't go very often. I used to wear hair wraps all the time. I did the same thing when I took my locks out. Once I figured out that I hadn't really quite learned my hair wraps, but then that makes you feel like you're running away. So now I am trying to, and y'all might say I'm doing too much. I might be, but I'm really trying to care about what I wear. Now, some people may not have a struggle with that, but because I work from home and, we do a lot of stuff at home, we don't really go out a lot.
Yeah.
I don't need a lot of clothes to dress up in and go out in. And so I don't buy them, but I have a ton of clothes. I just can't fit all of them. And it's getting me. So right now I'm trying to find the clothes that make me feel good and wear those. But I have to start adopting other things. So I'm not just looking at...
When you say adopting other things, what does that mean?
Like my lifelong battle against water. I may have lost it.
Yeah, I think you have.
I may have to drink water. I don't know why I have a problem with that. I don't like it. I don't like water.
You used to didn't like water.
I love water now. I don't love water, but I'm learning to love water. Let me just say that. I'm learning to love water. I've been seeing a lot of stuff. This is the other thing. With the internet, you can come across anything. So now people are talking so much more about women over their 40s, the perimenopausal, how your body is changing your hormones, stressors, different supplements to offset these levels that you've kind of let get out of control because you haven't addressed them. So I'm starting to learn more about what this body may be doing right now at this age. Because before you didn't really have to care. You'd stop eating this or you would do a little bit more of that. I walk 3 times a day. These dogs be dragging me across the neighborhood all over the place. That walking, no. There has to be something else that I'm missing. And I don't eat poorly. I do have some. Look, I do enjoy a little bit of this, that, and the other. However, generally, I don't have a lot of fried foods. We don't eat out a lot, even when...
I think it's just water. I really do.
He's really been on water this whole time, and I've just been ignoring it. But I think that's...
Because you don't eat poorly at all. You eat pretty well, to be honest. Like, you eat things that are delicious still, but it's not out of control.
Yeah. But yeah, here I am still.
Oh, no,
but
just get water.
Yeah. So stay tuned to see if water is really going to make a difference.
It will.
But yeah, so that's where I am right now. Long story long. I didn't even mean for it to get into all of that. But yeah. So what's been going on with you though?
Trying to figure out how I can utilize my time this summer. Like, tomorrow, I'm going to start preparing for summer school. I got like 3.5 weeks. But I want to become a better teacher. And I'll be doing 5th grade again. So I wanted to just seamlessly transition into the next school year because I'm in a routine. So I'm trying to create that, spend as much time with you as we revamp different parts of our foundation.
Yeah, okay. Well, what some may not know, it's at this moment, we're actually recording on Father's Day. And so I wanted to ask you to say Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Number one. Well, do we wish our spouses the happy whatever day? They're not our father, our mother, but, that's a question I have. But some people have had arguments about that. It's like the kids need to be the ones that are determining what they're going to do with their father because it's their father and stuff like that. I don't really know. I don't know about that. I feel like celebrating you because they're my children and you're a good father to my children. So why wouldn't I, take part in, I don't know. That was
People arguing that?
So I think that one of the things is that there are some mothers who Mother's Day, there's not much there's no elaborate setup for Mother's Day to acknowledge her from her husband's standpoint. That I think that some women may see it that way, other than a card and flowers, but nothing more. I don't really know what the more is. There's some examples, but I guess it's just giving the same energy to Father's Day that mothers get on Mother's Day. On the flip side, though, I think that fathers will say mothers are celebrated far more on Mother's Day than fathers are on Father's Day.
For sure. You don't agree?
I do.
Oh.
I do. You know what I used to love? We had a friend. She used to plan out a Father's Day thing for the friends that were fathers so that they could all go out and do things like bar crawls and, go do activities and stuff like that. For Mother's Day, as much as I love my children and I love that they love me, I don't need a lot on Mother's Day. What I like on Mother's Day is to be able to go get lost and just do me. I don't really need a lot of stuff going on. I guess I wonder, how do you feel about that? Like having experienced the Father's Day extravaganza and then low-key Father's Days, what is your preference? Being off on your own, being with your family, what do you think?
I think all of them were necessary. Yeah. I think I just learned more about you than I did about myself. But
why is that?
I didn't know you like to get lost. I've never heard of that. Yeah, yeah. So, but with me, I think now I just want everybody to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care too much about anything, but I'm appreciative of whatever happens or whatever I get. But if everybody's happy in whatever we're doing, that is ultimately my peace. That makes me feel like it's a good Father's Day because everybody tried to be happy or something made everybody happy. Like, I think, how the free thing, I told you I've never felt financially free.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've felt peace before where everybody seemed like they were enjoying themselves. And I think that was my free as far as that's what I look forward to when I'm looking around and I'm like, everybody's having a good time.
Well, I'm curious, since it's Father's Day, do you have a moment? I don't know if we want to restrict it to just this past year or if we want to look at it overall. Do you have a moment where you felt at your best as a father for each of the kids?
I think now, I'm the best because of my perspective now.
But I mean, with Day, this was a moment I'm really proud of myself as a father.
Oh,
with her.
Oh no, I don't know. I would have to think. I know it's probably something with art recently where I felt like she heard me, and
she heard you.
Yeah, she heard me from something that I said, that she applied it. Dallas, probably, I think it's just his natural drive to want to get smarter. I really enjoy watching that from afar because he's not going to get burnt out. There's just too much information out there that can entertain him in ways where it's not necessary to get burnt out. It's it's not for anything. It's for his own gratification, his dopamine. Mm-hmm. I'm learning more. To me, I feel like that makes him feel really good because I enjoy that.
So there's no particular experience or moment. It's just the impact you see or something.
Yeah.
Relates.
Because I haven't been a very good father in that aspect, to create moments like that. When I think about you and what you've done for me, you've shown me how non-creative I am in putting things like that together. I'm like, this was the things that I've experienced from what you've done for me is I couldn't have done for myself. And it's like, I couldn't have done that for them. Like, I mean, like I could have like, okay, we're doing this, but I don't know. Like, to me, I feel like when I've seen you do it, I don't know how much time or thought you put in it, but it's like an adventure, you know, and I don't know how to put adventures together.
Okay. So let's think through one real quick. So what's an adventure that you could have with Day in the next 2 weeks? Well, actually, I'm just going to say in the summer.
Oh, we already got something anyway. I do. So I told her that we're going to just hit all the thrift shops up.
So,
and there's no rush or anything. You can say yay or nay, and we just keep it moving. We have something to eat. But I want her to like find things that she's not going to find in the store. And I feel like there are a lot of thrift shops here, Goodwill stores. And I think she would enjoy that. I think it's something that she'll be able to like take with her. Like, my father did this. So I've definitely been working on that one. It just hasn't been, it was supposed to be like, honestly, this weekend. I told her, but I've told her that so many times that we haven't done it, but we're going to make it happen at some point. Dallas, I don't know, like, because I don't know what he likes to do when he's really happy. You know, like, I've taken him to tennis and we've bowled, we've played bad, we've done different sports, but I don't know what he likes to do other than, yeah, I mean, I know that he likes ice cream.
Yeah.
I'm saying like, that would be, if we were out and about, that would be something, but I don't know what we could do. He'd be like, oh my God, I want to do that again. I have no idea. Like, the things that I think that he would enjoy, he doesn't. Like, when it comes to learning, he doesn't like anything too long, doesn't like documentaries. So it's like, I have no idea.
Well, he's getting ready for a trip to go away for a few weeks.
Yeah. I told him that I told him, I said, go have some fun, be a new person.
Absolutely.
They don't know you. Like,
yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
It's interesting you say that, because I had a friend, she moved like 3 times since we were in middle school. She's moved to different places. And everywhere she goes, she's a little bit different than the person before. And she was like, because whatever you felt like you didn't do at the other place that you wish you would have been more this or more that, so I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I always admired that, to be able to change up and be someone, not be someone different, but let a different part of you shine out. Be more confident in a different part of you.
Yes.
But one thing that I don't have the experience in is living on campus. And he's going to have to.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That's what we need to go get some steps to.
Yeah. So maybe that, I mean, it doesn't sound like a super adventure, but when you go out and you're grabbing different stuff and eating and talking and having a good time, it might be. He loves Would You Rather.
He does.
Would you rather? So maybe, you never know what adventure will be born out of something that you just ran out to do.
Yeah, no, like, but I don't remember those things happening with me and my father.
But you're not your father.
No, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what it looks like. So it's just like, I don't want him to be, like, I remember being with my father and I was like, why am I with you? Like, he would take me somewhere to pay a bill.
Like, what am I doing here?
Yeah. And I don't want him to feel that way. I want them to feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I think about when you do it, see, you guys have ways to communicate, converse. Like, you know what I'm saying? That can pass time by. Like, my conversations are so limited when it comes to them.
My conversation will go in any direction possible. So yours has to have a purpose behind it.
Because I don't know how to, shoot anymore.
Yeah.
Like, if it ain't about what I want to talk about, then I'm like, I have no idea how to keep the conversation going.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have closed myself off from so much of the world.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to work on that and figure out what your adventure is going to be. I think I have an idea, though.
That's awesome.
What about your unclehood? Is there a key moment in your unclehood that you're like, this is the kind of uncle I was hoping to be? No,
I'm still trying to become that person. I know that I'll probably be that person when he becomes an adult, because you just feel more confident and I'm going to be this, and there's nothing you can do about it as a kid.
Uh-huh.
And then whenever he gets there, and I have to be a better listener to him.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't have anything. Like, I feel like I've created moments with students more than I have with my own kids and niece and nephew. But I think they look at me differently at school. You know, they look at me like the cool teacher, and I keep like, my kids don't look at me like,
because they get all of them. Look, you're trying to sculpt them and put them out into the world.
I know, but I want them to be cool too. Or, you know, like, they have no idea. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not cool. Maybe, I don't know. It was like, maybe one day they'll know that their father was like probably coolest person that most people have ever met in their life.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
At least I have the confidence to believe that whoever they think is cooler than me, I'm willing to talk to them about it.
I'm willing to have a purposeful conversation.
I just want to know
About
why I'm cool. I'm saying, like,
he takes the fun out of most anything at this point.
No, I don't. Then, you know, I do. I want to become more fun.
So what's the adventure with the nephew as the uncle? What's your adventure going to be? Had you thought about an adventure with him this year?
Oh, yeah. But it always has something to do with money. You know, like, I don't know how to do it. Just, I don't know. Like, everything with him, he makes me feel like that's the only way that he's going to have fun. Well, with me.
I got something for you on that one, too.
Maybe. But my point is, that's all I could come up with.
I know.
With him.
Yeah. Because he likes experiences. He wants to be able to go and do something. And yeah, it's usually gonna get up in them pockets. But yeah, that's a work in progress. You got the summer for that.
Yeah. I mean, me and my father got really cool when I became an adult. I think maybe I was like 20, 21 before, when I say an adult, like, when I realized he wasn't going to hit me no more. You know, it was crazy. Like, well, I think I could take you. He was like, I think I can Marvin Gaye you. So like, that thing fighting you. I'm like, God, what?
Hey, he recognized the transition in time too. He was like, I bet you could, but what I'm about to do is, okay.
Well, you know, like, I would have never done anything, but I still didn't know, like, I could really take him. I think, like, after when I knew I could take him, he didn't want to none of them. He was an old man. Well, he wasn't an old man. He was.
Hey, no.
He wasn't.
Because he was, 54 or 50?
Well, he was my age in 96.
Right.
No, 98.
And you've been saying for the last, like, week or 2, 3 weeks, I'm almost 50. Not really. Like, you're not 49.
Yeah.
But I'm almost 50. And that now you look and you're like, man, my dad was like.
And this was 98. So I was 2 years in college when he was this age.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, Father's Day to me, and look, honest to God, I don't know. One of y'all told me it was coming up. Like, I didn't know that it was like, I didn't know it was like this Sunday. Like, because I don't, like, stuff don't pop up on my feed for me to know.
I always find out about Mother's Day at the last minute. I don't know what weekend it's supposed to be, but.
I know it's in May.
Yeah, me too. I know it's not the first week. I don't know how it falls out, so I just be like, gosh.
But, you know, I can say this. Like, I think you deserve a better Mother's Day.
What is that defined as a better Mother's Day?
The one that you say that, you know, I enjoy Mother's Day every year. That Mother's Day. But you be like, you know what? I really do it. They do a really good job when it comes to that. Like, well, whatever it is, that's what you deserve.
Well, you know, I feel weird about it, though, because for me, Mother's Day, I always enjoy it the most when I'm able to be something other than the mother, because I'm a mother every day.
I know, but I just learned that today.
Yeah. So, you know, that one time when you sent me to, like, the spa and then I was in the hotel overnight and stuff, that was like the greatest Mother's Day.
And you know what? I didn't even know why. I just knew that I was trying to create an experience. I guess I have did that. I participated in some type of experience for you.
Yeah. It's like, I like the idea of, like, having breakfast or lunch or dinner with the family, but really being able to say, I get to go off and just float around. I like that. But I have certain friends that it's like they want the entire day planned out with their kids because it's Mother's Day. and they want they want to be with their kids. They want their kids to celebrate them. And I don't know.
But they're young kids though.
Yeah, they tend to be. I'm just not. And sometimes I wonder if it means that I'm more cold. Like when you were talking, you're like, well, anything where everybody is happy. I don't be thinking about nobody's happiness. I'll be like, hey, so I'm going to.
And I think that has. I think it has a lot to do with you being tired from the title mother for so long, and I think that is overlooked now because of where we are now. You put in a lot of years of like hours of being a mother that can see why you would just want to get lost. I think maybe years to come when you look like, okay, I was tired. Like, I guess I do like that day. Whenever that comes, you'll be able to do it. But I think that plays a role because I don't look at any part of my life where I was exhausted from being a father. You know what I'm saying? And I know you've had many years like that. It's warranted. So you can't say cold. I think that you probably had to carry way more than you should have. So you have the right to feel however you want.
Well, let me ask you, really honestly, and I know that you said where everybody is happy, which I mean, nice. But what would be the ideal Father's Day next year? Although I don't anticipate that our seniors are going to go anywhere far, but next year you're going to have somebody graduating and going away, somewhat possibly. And then we got another one that's leaving. We're coming to the end of them being with us, living with us during Father's Day. How do you want to experience those things?
I don't know.
I would have a great Father's Day. Okay. I want you to think about what a good Father's Day would look like for you.
I can tell you that it's already started off really good.
Oh, really?
Today. I feel like when you do things, you're productive. I feel like the day's already, people just put names on it.
Yeah.
But I feel like the day, like we've had some really good conversations already.